gonna be hard to follow up a 11 turn 10 win and a 10 turn 10 win. But I will try. I will try. And this is gonna be the me talking about the Olympics episode because, well, the Olympics just ended. It is Sunday, last day of the Olympics, Winter Olympics, and it was fantastic. So many things, so many events that have taken place since we last talked via SAP, but you know, I mean, where to start? USA men's and women's hockey beating Canada in both matches for the gold medal in overtime. First time we've, as the US have won the men's since the miracle on ice against Soviets, etc. so forth. A miracle on ice. Fuse? And then, I don't know, toss a cat in there. Toss a cat in there. Why not? Klabo becoming the most winningest winter athlete in Olympic history. 6 golds in a single Olympics. 10 or 11 golds in total. I think 11, maybe? 11 in total. So only Michael Phelps is above him in terms of gold medals. And he's only like 28, 7, somewhere around there. So he definitely can come back for the 2030 Olympics. The GOAT of cross-country skiing. Kind of insane. I'd like a level here. Like a level here? I believe I said I would like a level here. I mean, I guess technically you got me. We could potentially, this could be the attempt of 4 squatting. It has a potential. What else? Silver for the men's team sprint relay and cross country for the US. That was pretty historic for US cross country skiing, so that was hype. What else? I mean, there's a fucking million events, man. Men's speed skating, 1500 meter Olympic record that then didn't win gold because then another guy did another even better Olympic record. Just crazy. This is just like a free feed and you get the gold back, I guess. Could be cool on a pet that benefits from that. I guess the dung beetle would have been one that would have benefited from that. An apple. Yes, I mean, probably not that great, but I was a 1-5-5 or a 3-3 and then a 3-3. I guess that's better, kind of. Rice is like an avocado for a future turn. Yeah, you do have to spend the 2 gold up front though, so I was hoping to roll for another like level potential. Okay, I like that. Well, howdy there. Howdy there, there it is. There's the 4 squad. We are going to be looking for that. I know the Locust has been really exciting for us and everything, I'm aware, but look, it kinda has to be this way. You think you're so funny, huh? You think you're so funny giving me that one with 1 gold off, huh? All right, I'm. Technically, you could do that before. Well, no, not with llama. It wouldn't work, but. I don't know what the order is supposed to be. Just leave it like that. What else took place? There was the new ski mountaineering event, which led to a gold medal for Spain for the first gold since like 1972. Something like that. Though I will say, the event was kind of lame. If I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of lame. I was not a particular fan of it. Maybe there's a world where I get rid of this in the future. Probably not, but if, well, well, I mean, that's probably the time to do it then, huh? I mean, ideally level and then get rid of it, I guess. Sell and give 1 level 2 self. No, that's not what. That's not. Okay, well now, I'm sorry, but you have to, like, we almost are at level 2 here. And you got to do your thing, so fair enough. It would have been nice to level the Dumbo first, but yeah, the ski mountaineering, apparently there's other versions of the event that are less not as bad or whatever, where it's like what I expected was to basically be watching them kind of go up a mountain and come back down a mountain or something like on the longer side, half-hour plus. But instead, it was very much not that. I mean, Starfish is cool if you get this to level 3. Kind of far away, but it is sick if you do that. But then I guess you could also just feed the seal. So then that either means we just don't Dimetrodon. No, but Dimetrodon you get the free spawn. So you can just get rid of this. We're like running 4 squad anyway, I guess. Alright, I guess I'll do this. I know it hit the mouse, but like in theory that seems pretty good. Would I rather roll in tier 4s? Not necessarily. I guess just do this. I mean, getting Owl level 3 would be nice, but yeah, I disagree with the oh, we're probably gonna die from some shots there. I disagree with the Olympics choice to have it be the sprinting ski mountaineering event. I think it made, my guess is that people that watched it were also kind of disappointed because what it ended up being was coming down to who can like change their clothes the fastest instead of like speed or endurance, really. Like it did, but like for like the top people in the races at the end, like it basically just came down to who could change their clothes the fastest. And not their clothes, but like their boots and their skis and taking off the ski skins and this and that and the other, but it kinda didn't. I guess take this for some corns or free roll, extra free roll. Corn seems like not a good choice. I think I'm just gonna roll. Turns out, should not have just rolled. New event dropping, clothes changing. I mean, I'm maybe perhaps not being the most fair, but like it is. Ooh, you've gotten some good stuff off your Dumbo. Actually, it's really just that one croissant, huh? Everything else was stuff you can just normally buy. I'm definitely glad I didn't Starfish, because we didn't end up finding any of the Owl levels. Alright. I mean, that technically works with the Owl, but like, we're kind of just not doing that, so... We're kind of just not really doing that anyway, so... It's just 3 damage, and then... Oh, choose any person. Choose any... No, never mind. I thought that was going to be different than what it was. You know what? That's something to consider as well. I'll hold on to all of these. I'll hold on to all of this. We have full health anyway, or almost full health anyway. Order might look a little weird, like, oh, this guy's gonna trade with anything up front, but... Wow, you're going Macaque and you're not letting it spawn the biggest unit that would have been on your team. That's an interesting choice. That is an interesting choice you have there. So we can level the seal, so I guess I should do that. This replaces, though, so I have to chocolate it first, which is a little awkward. You'd rather do the this first, so that you can get the half of the level ons, because then I think when you do the chocolate on it to level it, it would actually give you the thing that you want. I'm pretty sure that's how that would work. I'm pretty sure that's how that would work. That was a pretty efficient turn, though. Pretty efficient turn. Obviously not as much attack stats. Okay, sure. Feeling pretty good about what we're seeing. Feeling pretty good about what we're seeing. It would have been more efficient if I could have done the level of the thingy slightly first. Like, do the Venus fly first. Would have been slightly more efficient. Pushes up glasses. Hold on. What about this? And then this. Oh, imagine if it double hit, though. Imagine. If it double hit, that would have been... That would have been pretty sick. That would have been pretty sick. What else happened? Oh, of course! The figure skating, of course, was electric, as one would expect. The figure skating was absolutely electric. Alyssa Liu, the golden girl. What a story she has, by the way. Goddamn. So sick. I really accidentally hit or whatever on the mouse there multiple times. This owl is so frail. Oh, wait. If I sandwich it, though. Oh, imagine. Wait, sandwich? All of a sudden. All of a sudden. Ooh, a melon. That's gotta be good. Wait. It's kind of interesting that you can, like, cornucopia into starfruit into... Could you... Okay. Could you cornucopia into a starfruit into a cornucopia into another starfruit? Is it possible? I don't actually know, but... Alright, so now I think I do put you in front, because this is now more balanced, just stat-wise. Cornucopia is not a perk, so no. Oh, it said perk. You're right. Well, seems like a win to me. Although, it's gonna spawn a number of fellas. Not enough. 22 and 1 in the back. 22 and 1 in the back. Turn 12 win. I mean... I mean... The thing with the Owl Llama is that you can also do a food thing. Granted, Seal probably better than Locust, I guess, because you only would guarantee one food on the Locust, but still. Pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah. Figure skating was pretty sick. I mean, figure skating is always exciting and all, but sometimes a little more, well, how do I say? Sometimes a little more toxic between the ladies. Name a more iconic duo, Dimetrodon, Owl, Llama. I'll wait. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. One of the things I was thinking about when watching her performance and everything was that over the next year plus is that there's gonna be a lot of girls getting that hair dye setup with the gold rings or whatever, and probably at least a couple hundred, if not more, people getting that like inside the lip piercing or whatever it's called. That one's pretty funky. Not a huge, because I think that's like bad for your teeth or something. I think that's supposed to be bad for your teeth. Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button. I literally didn't move the cursor enough. Well, we'll see how this goes. At least it wasn't half leveled, so I only lose out a little bit extra on that. Well, we draw, so I kind of got away with something there. I think that means I maybe would have won if not for that, but I mean, if they want me to farm it, I'll farm it. I'll also, no, I can't sell and do both, huh? Because I was kind of feeling the Dumbo. I mean, I still am, but I'm not gonna sell the Silk Moth to Dumbo. That would be silly. That'd be a little silly. What else happened? Well, I mean, the speed skating stuff in general is like very dramatic because it seems like basically every time there's crashes, no matter what happens. Which is, exciting, I suppose. Oh. Okay. I mean, we went double Locust last time. I guess we're going double Owl this time. Double Owl runs this time. He's spitting. Hold on, he's spitting. Trying to think, you get the roll here. Pizza. That's not pizza, that's nachos. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Mermal. I think I'm getting rid of the Mermal, and then I'll throw this on. It's not. I don't even like care about this. I don't think. Have you ever had a dream type beat? I don't think anyone's referenced that in relation to this song until now, but you're so right. It is like that. Granted, we don't know what he's saying because I don't know the language, but still. Kind of an expected loss going with 4 squad and like losing the levels, the stats from the level and everything. But I feel like there's no reason for me to want this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I do. Feed this to the owl. Everything else is okay. Well, yeah. Well, all right. Get rid of the Silk Moth for now, I think. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like that would make sense. And then sausage for the rolls? Seems not the worst either. Now this one, definitely, surprisingly, even though we got the owl earlier, this team feels worse than the last one at this point in the match. In the match? In the session? I don't know, whatever you want to call it. This, sell. Kraken is good, but I'm gonna keep feeding the owl in case for some reason we end up going a slightly different direction. We could Robin. It does make sense, to be fair, with Kraken. I did roll past like a number of them already, so I feel kind of bad about that. So I might just ignore it. There's a Dimetrodon. Here is a Dimetrodon. I guess we take it for now. It just is better than the pig. Like, the pig doesn't do anything. Use this and transform and then sell it. Get an extra gold back. Not the worst. Not the worst. Turns out we definitely could have done the Robin, but... Definitely could have done the Robin. Trying to think of what else happened. Dude, the old speed skater guy from the Netherlands? Yeah, the Netherlands, the 40-year-old guy that won a bronze medal in one of the longer distance speed skate events, and then he won the mass start event, which was fucking sick. He was rocking a mullet and stuff too. He's kind of a baller. Kind of a baller, old guy power. Let's go. It was an impressive win. Like it was and it wasn't at the same time, because the peloton of people didn't like follow him when he went out, but then he just held it. He just held it the whole time, and they ended up never catching him, which is like that's pretty badass. But he also, I guess target you. He also has a history of doing like marathon length speed skating, which is kind of crazy, but it makes sense that why he had the power to hold out. Just gonna roll more. I basically have been hoping to get the owl level 2 more than anything. That hurts. That hurts a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty strong. This is pretty strong looking team you got there. All right, this could be the one we don't. Okay, yeah, we gotta take it. It's a big upgrade. And I think I'm gonna. Oh, it's the only one remaining. That's so good for me. That's what I wanted. What I wanted to see happen. Okay. You know, that wouldn't be crazy either. Go roll +4 squad? Like, just get rid of the Kraken? That doesn't seem that crazy to me. It might be better to do next turn. I'm trying to think. We have 1 free roll. So we sell this, go to 5. Buy, go to 2. And get 3 free rolls. It might be, it's probably better at this point, I would think. Otherwise, like getting, because this is here, that's another reason, like they both benefit from it. The other thing would have been llama, which we could do now. We could just llama. It's a late llama. Which has me a little concerned. Roll team and 4 squad, a roll squad. I would either have to get rid of one aspect of the roll or one aspect of the 4. I would assume getting rid of the Dumbo would probably be better, just because the Nessie also does a spawn. So it's either keep both the rollers or get rid of Dumbo for the llama. It is a slightly late llama. You could also Fossa instead of Dumbo and do a different version of the 4 squad, but... Part of me doesn't want to do the llama because I literally just did it, but like I'm also already doing it anyway, and you did say, you know, name a more iconic Dumo. Demetrodon, Owl, Llama, so I guess that's what I'll do. I guess that's what I'll do, but... This team definitely worse than the last one. Llamas later. Although this team is not, well, we don't have much health on stuff. And you did shoot my fellas, but we drew. Drawing's pretty good. So, it is worth doing this. The chance of the level 3 is worth it. See, this would have also been because now we could just get rid of Nessie, go seal, and then we literally have the same team. We could do that. Could also flounder to try to get levels on stuff too. Although you need two foods, which is a lot, so I probably won't do that, but there is definitely a temptation to just go back to the same team for the fact that like it would kind of be funny. I guess, well, you know what? We're at 2 out of 10. So I think we almost need to do that. Damn, we are at 2 out of 10. This is by far the worst run. I actually think we need to. As crazy as that may sound. Well, that's pretty good. That's all pretty good. But once again, we kind of made the team weaker, and I should have moved the Demetrodon up. Yeah, that team looks pretty good. For friendly randoms, okay. But you know what? We drew again. For some reason in my brain I thought that was a blueberry. It is not. It is not a blueberry. A dragon? Well, I could mix it up. Oh, it's tier 1 friend bought, not sold. There's a world where that's an interesting consideration. I think you would wait. I mean, it wouldn't take that long to pay off, I would think. That is interesting. I could do a free roll first. Damn, come on. You didn't hit him. What the heck? I am definitely considering getting rid of the llama. Okay, your llama's looking bigger than mine, but... Oh, damn. Wait. We win those. Alco is good, but... We're at 3 out of 10. Okay, this is the reason why. We're at 3 out of 10, so we kind of need to do this, is basically what it comes down to. We kind of need to have long-term scaling. That's basically what this comes down to. Could have bought the, freeze that. Could have, well, nah, that's just worse than buying a tier 1 for the dragon. That's crazy talk. We're not getting you to level 3, not anytime soon at least. You would almost think to do the dragon, but actually you do the owl because... What does this one do again? Yeah, I would do the toy that does that. Because you get more gold because you're spawning a mouse that's level 3. Okay. Well, how many rolls you got back there? Only 2. That's not so bad. The okra is real, though. The okra is real. The okra is real. Okay. I don't need the steak yet. Yeah, and we don't get anything based off of that. Staking the dragon is not crazy, though. You have to do it first before you sell that fella. And you do this. Then you sell. Give back most stats. Hold on to that. Buy one, sell one. Nessie boat achievement, though? I don't know if you know this. We're still not near any of that. Not doing this toy. Hold on to that, I guess. We really could have got Seal pretty high level, but I think you have to leave it at 2 there. Yeah, and I think this makes sense with the front stake. I think this makes sense with the front stake. Yeah, because now that trades, which it wouldn't have before. That's good placement. The only problem is now we almost never can make the Venus flytrap really worth it that much, but so that's maybe I shouldn't freeze those anymore, perhaps. Yeah, I can't imagine a world where this is really what I want to be doing now. So I should have realized that last turn, but in my brain, like, oh, we're Venus flytrapping for the dragon. No, you're not. No, you're not. Now, obviously, leveling the dragon would be nice too, but cornucopia? I guess you just stake to steak. Just to have another thing on there. Just to have another thing on there. Okay. Alright. There's a chocolate. There's a tier 1. Would like to level the dragon. Peach of Immortality, you'll find more. I don't know. Similar to, I think, what I talked about in last week regarding the biathlon, where whenever like anyone misses a shot with the gun, and the commentators are like, and her Olympic, or his or her Olympic dream is over just like that, he's out of it. Like, just for one, it's so devastating the way they're nonchalantly like, oh yeah, they don't stand a chance now. The speed skating was kind of similar in a way. Like, first 100 meters or whatever it is, they're like, oh, they're 0.5 below the starting speed of the other guy. He's got almost no chance now. His Olympic dream is dead. It's just, oh, they're so harsh about it. They're so harsh. Anyway, we have a lot of stats, but kind of hoping to get this. Nope. I was really hoping to get that dragon. By the way, these stats are very lopsided. Oh, that's what the sandwich is for, chat. That's what the sandwich is for. It's genius. Level 3 with ochre. Pretty big. No. Their stats didn't look nearly as cool as mine, though. Okay, level the stats out. That's a good idea. I get a mana potion. Lovely. I really want that freaking level before I do more. God damn you. Damn you. Damn you, dragon. There you are. Took you so long. That might be the difference between getting to 10. Although, being only 4 squad means that probably in the long run we still wouldn't get there anyway, but who knows. I mean, that's a pretty big fella. Almost, so this is 45 attack. Interesting. Yeah, I guess we're kind of looking for sandwiches, I guess? I don't know. Sure, well, armor from this would probably be better if we find any. Star fruit is probably better. Decent chance of finding armor for one of the other guys, which would be better than a pancake. That is not what we got out of it, but chili could potentially be good on you. Technically the seal maybe would be better, but the seal also is got something at least useful on it. You could argue that for the Dimetrodon too, but the Dimetrodon doesn't have as much health, so I arguably maybe should even move behind the seal at this point. A pretty beastly looking team you have there. Not beast enough. Not beast enough. But that is the type of team that we're probably going to be running into that will give us problems. Now a popcorn, that is worth doing. And then also, this is worth doing. I think it maybe is worth feeding you instead. Do I have level 3 Dimetrodon? I do, okay. I don't think I'm going there then. Do this. Level 1. Tier 1, sorry. Tier 1. Music is playing. The noises of the game were too loud for me to hear them. Cornucopia, yeah, probably worth saving. Tier 1. think you in the front now, you in the back. Get the stats from this thing. Is the grass green question? No, there was a while where I didn't have Dimetrodon achievement. Well, that chili pepper definitely paid off. Holy moly. That chili pepper definitely paid off. A pita bread would be that's an interesting one. That's definitely better than, yeah, that's definitely better than that. The steak on a 50-50. Definitely better than that. You know, I guess I would rather just do that. Everything is basically 50-50 at this point. And now you can see why I was saying the dragon would maybe be worth it. Honestly, maybe almost worth putting in just a fifth unit at this point too, instead of getting a 10-10. You know what? Change the order to be like this. A lynx shooting wouldn't be bad. Ooh. A leopard would be pretty good too, actually. Wait, what is this? What was that team? How stupid is this? No, this would make sense. Like, it does mean we wouldn't be able to do the dragon thing, but this is only giving stats to the friends, and the friends are already all 50-50. So you just have to, like, do something else. Because then if this gets hit with, you know, the seal abilities, then those are buffs for, I think it's freeze. Yeah, because then that means this will shoot more. Yeah, so like, oh, it's already gonna shoot more. And the Dimetrodon will just give some stats now too. All right, pretty strong looking, but I live. Arguably, maybe even should have done this a turn earlier, but it is weird because the awkward thing is I don't really want to give the seal stuff to remove this really nice thing on it. But I guess if I leave a popcorn, that's not the worst. Okay, that would be better. Damn you. I mean, I guess it did hit the leopard. That's something. All right. We're at 9 out of 10. Just popcorn this instead. Honestly, just popcorn that instead. I think the 3 attack stats potentially from a seal hitting it or whatever are worse than the seal having the whatever it just did. Anyway, we win. Anyway, we win in like kind of not like mega convincingly, but kind of convincingly. I don't know if the order was right. I don't know. There's a lot of decisions you could have changed, but turn 19, huh? So I believe that is 4 in a row again. So we went, all right, let's try the food strat stuff. Oh, that's pretty good, and we went really early. Nice. Okay, let's try the 4 squad stuff. Almost the same. I am glad I switched off the llama. I'm like 97.5% sure that going dragon, like if I stayed llama, I don't think I could have gotten to 10. I don't think it would have been possible. But shoutouts to Denmark, by the way. One of the cooler parts of the Olympics is whenever there's a team that like gets a medal that either hasn't before or hasn't in like an exceptionally long time. So like the Spain getting one in the ski mountaineering, or Denmark got one in speed skating, a silver medal. The same one where the 40-year-old guy got gold. And it was the second medal for Denmark in Winter Olympics ever. Last time was in like 98 or 99. It would have had to been 98 because that's how numbers work. So that's pretty cool. I think though Denmark still has never gotten a gold. So anyway, I love the Olympics. I didn't even talk about what I played on stream in the past week. demos, Pokepath, Synchross, etc. But I did want to end on this note because some of you may be like, why does he care about the Olympics so much? Because it's pure. And it's not. And you're like, how can that be true? It's not pure because there's judges and competitions and the skating, and there's been controversy in the past, particularly with figure skating, this and that, or like the Russian athletes being banned and this. But in the sense of it is in the past there were more events that were the world was in a way more monoculture in terms of the things that were popular. And obviously there's caveats and this and that, but things are a lot more diversified now in people's interest. So there's not often singular things that everyone is kind of interested in. And I know there's still people not interested in the Olympics, but compared to generic things that are taking place, it is a bringing together of the people. And I don't know, I think that is something that I really appreciate about the Olympics. Also, I love competition, and I love seeing people achieve their dreams and all that stuff they work hard for. So it's I don't know, it feels nice to me. It feels good. And with all the negative stuff going on, it is nice to see it happen. Positive things. And just people coming together for sport. But they ain't come together like my 10 wins. Anyway, I'm out of here.